Alright, what's up, yins guys? Here's a video for you about some stuff that I saw in the local television news. It's been on the news the last week already. The past every day for the past week. This guy who was in charge of an anti-bullying program, they got that elementary school, and I guess he was in charge of it or something, got like a lot of money, like thousands of dollars in grant money for this anti-bullying program in education, some kind of endowment grant. And the news was showing a whole rap sheet of the spending that was going on by this guy. I mean, this grant money for anti-bullying, he's spending it on trips to the casino, withdrawals of cash, his dry cleaning, I guess all his personal, using the thing like using the grant money like it's his personal bank account. And I guess he was the guy that was doing all these speeches and education on anti-bullying, but helping himself to all the money. You guys ask yourself one question. I mean, we ask this question quite a lot. A lot of the world's problems that you wonder why they don't get solved, or you can sort of tell that nobody seems to really want to ever get them solved, because if you solve them, there's if people need, they can't solve them any other kind of way. You're led to believe that people gotta collect thousands of dollars in grant money to solve the problem. I mean, come on. This isn't like world hunger or a lot of other things, which I can do other videos on too, that things could be done better, and the shit people are doing with money. Now, other kind of issues, you can probably see where people need money, and already that's being misused as it is. But anti-bullying, why the hell do you even need thousands of dollars in grant money to educate people on bullying? I mean, some people got the preachers in their church doing that, and then whether you're in a church as a preacher, well, this guy wasn't even in a church or anything, it was just for the school, but he's getting up on there and doing speeches for the kids on bullying and all whatever they also are doing on education, so it's almost like a version of a preacher, and as it is, you got the preachers doing the same thing, want to solve the problems, but they need like some kind of hefty paycheck or whatever. I mean, bullying, where the hell do you need thousands of dollars to begin with to actually help stop bullying? I mean, you can just show the kids like a few videos about it, and teach the kid, you want somebody doing it to you, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to bully somebody, and then somebody else is going to come along the line and do the same thing to you, and how would you like it, you know what I mean? Do some kind of film, or some kind of thing like that. Well, I'm using the word film because I think back when I was in school, they had the big clunker VCRs that came later, but yeah, when I was a real small kid in school, they were still using film for a while for educational movies, for classes and all that. But yeah, this guy was going to the casino, doing all kind of other stuff, and then he's saying, "I didn't do nothing wrong." He's saying he denies says he denies any accusation of wrongdoing. He says he ain't doing anything wrong. That money was just there for him just to do whatever he wanted with it, just go to casinos and all that. So anybody, whether it's somebody like that or a politician using that same speech, that I deny any accusation of wrongdoing or whatever. Yeah, they're gonna. In other words, they don't think anything they're doing is wrong. Oh, it's only wrong if, say, maybe you and me were going to do something like that. You know what I mean? But you could get a social follow. You could be a politician, or you could be something, or whatever. Even if you're not a politician, you could be somebody with a social following and all kind of friends, and you can actually get away with it if you're you got some kind of group of friends. You know, if you surround yourself with if you surround yourself with a bunch of friends, you can get away with almost anything. I mean, and even drug dealing or anything you want. You know what I mean? But anti-bullying, you need like thousands of dollars in grant money. What the hell for? I mean, there's all kind of other. That's why the world is such a mess. All these social problems, whether it's government, people in government level, or in people on other kind of levels, even in the churches and all that groups, they keep repeating to the whole world like they need all kind of money to solve certain kind of problems. I mean, how much does it cost to maybe make a DVD, an educational DVD of some kind? Well, you can't trust a lot of those either. It depends on what political side they're on or whatever too, you know, even if you do that. But my point is, you can make an you and me can make an educational DVD for a few dollars maybe, or whatever, or make a speech. Why the hell do you need thousands of dollars in grant money? But yeah, that's why a lot of people were saying, including us, people don't really want to solve the problems. They act like they're trying to solve them, but they actually are discreetly encouraging the problems on the sidelines because they don't want them ever solved, because they want problems to keep on going on so that they can go and say, oh, we need this many $1,000s in grant money to help solve the problem. And then they go back, then they keep going back year after year and saying, well, we're sort of getting the problem nipped in the butt just a little bit. We seeing a downturn in the bullying, a small 2%, but you know what? We get more money next year. I'm showing you. I can tell you we're gonna get a downturn in the bullying, guaranteed. You know, and then come back the next year. You know, make sure if there's any kind of problem solved, it's as little as possible, just some token statistic or number that they can throw at the people that they're getting grant money from. You know what I mean? Because there was already something on the news that I actually saw on a talk show already about people with different kind of organizations, even school districts with budgets. If you don't spend the budget or the grant money or whatever, you lose it. So they'll spend it on all kind of stupid shit, or write something on a receipt like, hey, spend it on this and that, and then find a way to pocket the money or whatever the hell, you know what I mean? Yeah, people don't really want to solve problems in their communities because if you find a simpler approach, then you don't need any kind of person with the supposedly you don't have that deal where you have to supposedly need people with expertise, you know, and training, which, the people that have expertise and training, they cost a lot of money, and you can't do it without anybody with any professional training or expertise, and that conveniently costs a lot of money. So that's why they don't want people like you and me even saying anything on YouTube and speaking our mind, like some of the trolls I get, you know, and some of the people that chastise me for talking about self-harm or whatever too, under anonymity. They don't like people like you finding a solution to the problem. You get shouted down or belittled, or behind the back people are telling, just if you don't get belittled, just ignore them and make it go in one ear, come out the other. Because if people like you and me got together and solved the problem in our area and put forth any ideas, then you wouldn't need any of these people with professional expertise they claim they have and say that it costs all this money to do it. Yeah. That would be like, okay, that would be almost like me going to wash your car or mow your lawn. You know, you actually having the right, okay, to find a way to do it cheaper. And it's not like it's some big ass lawn or big amount of work to do a car. I mean, but I try to say it's some really ridiculous amount of money. You know what I mean? And try to say I need this and that, and look for all kind of shit that saying that mowing a stupid small like yard or washing a car is going to take all this money. And then all this, then I say all this money that I'm trying to get off of you, which you can get it cheaper elsewhere, you can actually go to an actual place and real fancy and even still get it cheaper. You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm trying to milk you for every penny I can get, and even maybe I do only like a limited amount of work that and even get real technical about it, like a simple job, and I'll try to get real technical. Use your imagination, like the excuses that might be made. You know what I mean? Act like it's highly technical or something, and which demands all this extra money. You know what I mean? And just exaggerate and inflate the need for the money. You know what I mean? And but I mean, it's just like really ridiculous. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys can probably come up with a better hypothetical example, but people trying to turn simple shit into a thing that turns something simple into something that thousands of dollars in grant money is needed. I mean, that's what professionals and social engineers like to do. Try to say that a problem needs to be solved by professionals with professional expertise, which they claim there are, and the right to put their people in, you know, because they're the professionals, don't question them. And then it's gotta have to be something that takes a lot of grant money, and say you need that, and then you can just keep going back for more grant money every year. You know what I mean? There has to be a perpetual problem that nobody ever gets solved, and then you got to create more drama and everything and a bunch of emotion, and then get most of the population brainwashed to a point if people like you and me say anything about it or question anything, we're some kind of hoodlums or troublemakers or nut jobs or whatever, or we'll or say we're just some bunch of people that don't have no professional expertise and we have no business talking about it. You know what I mean? That's just what it's all about. Yeah, what more could I say there? Anyway, that's it for this video. You get the idea. See you next time.